Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're all good. So, we're in a new location today. We are outside. I know, crazy, outside. You must be wondering, Vanessa, why are you outside? Oh my god. If you know me quite well, you'll know that I don't go outside very often. And also, I don't really like the outdoors all that much because it's just, everything's quite unpredictable and I don't really like that unpredictability. Like, you know, there's wind and there's like bugs and animals and there's dirt and it's just not for me. I've never really been an outdoor person unless I've been made to be outside. But I voluntarily been outside today. When I was little, I never really liked getting like my hands dirty or playing in mud or with, you know, just rolling around in the dirt like kids do. That's the kind of person I am. I'm the type of person that brings a mat to sit outside when she could just sit on the ground like a normal person. But so I'm outside today because I feel like just recently in like the past couple of weeks I just feel like I've been really cooped up inside. I've had all these feelings of not wanting to leave my house. I don't know, I'm not like being afraid of the outdoors, I don't really feel like facing society. You know those days that you just don't feel like getting out of bed? Yeah, that's kind of been the last week or so for me. And so I figured, let's change things up a bit. I felt like going outside today. I felt like doing something because I spend a lot of time there and it's a bit concerning. So I'm not an agoraphobe or anything. I'm not afraid of going outside. Just sometimes I just can't be bothered. I'm too lazy. I just don't give a shit. You know? That kind of thing. Yeah, as you can see behind me there's it's technically a pond, but we call it a lake. But there's the pond there. 2 weeks ago, my friends and I, Grace and Emily, went and saw Ed Sheeran, and he was flippin' amazing. Oh my god, I love that man. Like, I loved him before, but after seeing him live, he is like, wow, his talent. He's amazing. There's a video of that shall be coming soon-ish. Depends. I've got a lot of assessment and stuff due, so when I say soonish, could mean like next month or the end of this month. That was really cool. We spent 3 days in Sydney, and so the concert was on the Friday, and then we spent the weekend in Sydney. Even though the one weekend we go, it freaking rains, and I swear since then and before then, perfect weather. And then the moment we go, there is like freaking torrential rain, but it was a lot of rain. And it was like, no. We had good fun. We went to Manly Beach. I got on a ferry for the first time, which was exciting. And we took Grace to Chinatown because she's never been to Chinatown. I know, how's that child never been to Chinatown? And we took her to Yumcha, which scared her a bit. And well, we did all this other stuff, which you'll see in the video if you'd like to see it. There'll be an annotation somewhere when it eventually goes up. I'm under some trees right now, and I'm kind of a bit paranoid that a bird will come and like do a bit of a poo on me, which I'm not really keen for, but there don't seem to be. Oh no, there's one up there. Can you see it? There it is. That way. I was wondering, do you guys have anxieties about talking to people over the phone? I don't know if this is something or it's just me. I know that Carrie Fletcher, it's way past my bedtime, she's talked a bit about this, how she doesn't like talking to people over the phone. Now, I don't necessarily don't like talking to people over the phone. If it's someone I know, like my friend or my mum, then I'm okay with talking to them over the phone. Or if I'm at work and I have to call a customer, I've got like my work voice on, and I've got like, hi, I'm Vanessa, I'm calling from whatever, blah blah blah. Just to let you know, whatever you want has come in. I put on my retail voice, but because I'm doing journalism, I have to interview people. Yeah, crazy, I know. No, that's kind of the reason why I really wanted to get into journalism, is to interview people and to like find out more about them and just kind of profile them in a way. But I'm doing a class and it's called audio journalism, and as you would have guessed, it is basically audio. So for that we have to do some stories and like get people to interview. So we're supposed to go out and interview people. And so I never particularly realized how daunting that is. going out and interviewing complete strangers and hoping that they'll say yes to your interview and hoping that their answers will be sufficient and useful for you. When I first started work, calling random strangers was really weird, but now doing like this, calling random people, asking them for help, where they kind of have the control, but I'm calling them asking, it's really quite scary. Like, I had to call someone yesterday, and it took me like a good 5 minutes before I could actually make the phone call to pump myself up. I just got so nervous. I guess because... Shh, quiet you. I guess it's because I wanted to sound professional, but then once you're on the phone with the person, it's as if that whole like little speech you've got written up in your head is just gone. It's like, oh, hi, my name's Vanessa. I'm a student journalist, and I was wondering if I could like that. Whereas in my head, the speech kind of goes like, hi, I'm Vanessa. I'm a student journalist, and I was wondering if I could talk to such and such about a story I'm doing, and I was wondering if I could interview them about blah, 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 blah. But see, I can't do that over the phone. But in my head, you know, the speech is kind of like, it flows. When I get to the actual calling, it doesn't flow too much. And I think one of the reasons that I have some problems with talking to people over the phone is because I think social media and the internet has completely changed communication for us as people. I think like with the internet and with texting and all that, it's kind of put this barrier between us, like just written word communication. It's putting this barrier between us and whoever we're talking to, and because like hardly any people make phone calls anymore. Or my generation. So we don't really make phone calls anymore. It's more of an old-fashioned thing, and so to talk to someone over the phone, it feels quite personal because it's someone's voice and you kind of imagine them, and so that's one of the reasons that I don't even know if I got anything good out of that. So tell me in the comments below whether or not you have a particular fear of talking to people over the phone, or you don't like talking to people over the phone. Why not? Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe down below somewhere if you'd like to see more of my videos. Cue the new end screen. Bye. No. Oh. No, there's a freaking moth. Okay, sorry, that was a moth and it flew into my face.